scene selection mode. Let's take a look at these picture effects real quick. As you can see, this is the partial blue. So here's a blue bag over there. I don't know if you can see that, but the everything in the image is grayed out except for that blue bag. So that's pretty cool. You can use that in, either just for pictures or even in movie mode. And here's the partial red, so you can see that it has everything except these red stripes on this, drape highlighted. You have retro, pop, posterization color, toy, high contrast, black and white, high key. Then you got your partial colors. So those are just cool little options to play around with. Just add an extra level of fun. Here's your camera menu. Now this is going to let you select your drive modes and other options. And as you can see, a lot of these are kind of not available right now. The flash mode is obviously not available because I don't have the flash plugged in. But this autofocus area and autofocus mode and all these other ones down here, they're not available right now because in the auto mode you're not allowed to really change anything except for the drive mode and your focus mode. So in order to do those, you'd have to go to program or aperture priority or something like that. Here you've got your image menu, where you can select your image size. You have a few options. You have large, it's 12 megapixels. Well, first, before I do that, you can pick your aspect ratio. I like having widescreen images, or you can do your standard 3.2. And with 3.2, you get large, full 14 megapixel, medium 7.4, and small 3.5. And with the 16:9, you have 12, 6.3, and 2.9. And then for quality, you have standard, fine, raw JPEG, and raw. I go in between fine and JPEG depending on what I'm trying to accomplish with my images. Then you can do the panorama image size. You'd have to be in panorama mode to access those. Then you have your movie mode formats. You have AVC HD, which is only available on the NEX-5. It's a more detailed, high quality HD file than MP4. So on the next NEX-3, you wouldn't have the AVC HD option. You got your brightness and color options down here, which is exposure, ISO, white balance, metering, flash compensation, DR, and auto HDR. All these modes, all these options are only accessible in one of the program modes. Then you got some playback options here, just something, just options for playing back your pictures. Nothing important. Then you have your setup mode. In here you have all the nitty-gritty stuff. You can customize these buttons here to do different things. Language, area, time. You could do formatting and file numbers and all that good stuff. You could turn the grid line on. Another cool thing that this camera has with the latest firmware is this peaking level. Now what that does is when you focus on something, I don't know if you can see there, but when you focus on something, it highlights the area focused in yellow or white, and I believe red also, depending on which color you choose. But that's an awesome feature for using with manual lenses. Not so much with the auto lenses, because you know it's gonna focus on it anyways. But when you're using manual lenses, where you have to, you know, manually adjust your focus, it's difficult to do that only looking through a digital display. Generally what you'd have to do is press this button down here, which with a manual lens does precision zoom, which what that does is it digitally zooms in to what you're looking at so you can fine-tune your focus. But with that auto peaking thing, you know, it kind of gives you a quick reference as to what you're focused on. So that makes manual focusing and using legacy lenses so much easier and more convenient. So that's another cool thing that Sony did with their latest firmware. So that's basically a quick overview or review of the Sony NEX-5. Now I'll just give you a quick look at some of the lenses I have. I might break them into their individual reviews, just tell you a little bit about them. But like I said, this is the 16mm pancake. It's a kit lens. When I purchased the camera, I got it with this 16mm and the 18 to 55 zoom, which is right here. So here's the Sony kit E-mount 18 to 55 zoom lens. Pretty good lens, you know, nice. It has image stabilization built into it. The 16mm doesn't, because it's, you know, such a small focal distance anyway, so it doesn't really need it. But then I have some, it's called legacy lenses, you know, basically just lenses not designed for the camera, so you have to manual focus them. This is one that I got recently. It's a Minolta Roker 50mm f1.7. It's a nice cheap lens. I really like it. Take some decent photos. And here's the adapter that's needed for it to go onto the next body. So this is a pretty cool lens. And if you guys want to see any examples of, you know, pictures taken with this camera or anything, just check out my my photo blog. I'll have a link below. I have a whole bunch of pictures of stuff taken with this camera with these different lenses, and I'll put up some more sometime soon. Especially if I do individual reviews for these lenses, I'll put up pictures taken with each of them, so you can see the image quality of the different lenses. And this one is the Photosay CCTV 35mm lens f1.7. This is basically the same exact thing as the SLR Magic 35mm, except, you know, this one doesn't cost $135. I got this one with this NEX mount right here for, I think, $35. That's going to be it for this video. It's going to have to be a two-parter because it's getting pretty long. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some lens reviews. If you liked the video, please press the like button, and also subscribe to my channel for future videos. And like I said, for some image samples taken with this camera and these lenses, check out my photo blog. It's finleyphotography.blogspot.com. I'll have the link below. Anyways, thanks for watching.